Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and today I'm doing a review of Mokoko X on Xbox. Now, this was released onto the store on the 22nd of April 2022, and it's developed and published by NAISU, NAISU, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, and they were kind of to send me a copy for this review, so big thank you to them for that. Now, this is a weird game. So, apparently, it's inspired by arcade games from the 1980s and early 90s. And it's basically a style of game where you're sort of like screen grabbing and like area grabbing. So, you have to sort of draw a pattern from one side to the other to sort of claim that area, basically, and eventually take over the majority of the screen. So, apparently, this was a popular gaming style back in the time. I'm sure I've played it on an old game once, but it's not the style of game I would have played when I was more retro. I was more of a platformer sort of retro player. But they've given it sort of like a modern touch. So the game features 32 levels, and in each level it has its own unique boss and minions. And basically, the aim of the game is to save the girls that need help from the bosses, like the bugs and the monsters and stuff like that. So it's if you don't like sort of anime girls and sort of like slightly I'm trying to think of the correct word, slightly risque sort of poses and stuff like that, this isn't the type of game for you. But there's a selection of girls to save, different girls, and when you go through multiple levels for each of them, so there's 8 girls, and then each of these girls has multiple levels. And as you progress through these levels, you sort of unlock the picture in the background and sort of on the side of the it's like a fuzzy, like if your telly had static basically, and the more you complete the levels, the more that clears up. Now, there is a plot to this, but it's very odd. It's very Japanese, I must admit. A really weird sort of game, I must admit. But it is fun in that aspect, like in the gameplay aspect. It is pretty silly. Fast paced, obviously trying to avoid the enemies, capture them. There's them shooting you. If they touch you, you sort of go back to the side and you lose a bit of health, and you have to try again. There's always traps, towers, and stuff like that. There's bonuses and like power-up things you can get. You can combo to get higher scores and stuff like that. And there is a scoreboard, like a worldwide scoreboard, so you can see where you stack up against everyone else. And the game, like I say, it does have Japanese and English voiceovers as well for all the characters. All of the things are fully animated. The characters and the enemies are all weird, and it's weird. Like it's like on the screen right now. For some reason, a spider's like wanting this girl. It's an odd one, but it is fun and it's addictive. Like the gameplay mechanics itself are pretty addictive. Like I say, if you can get past the anime girls in the background and stuff like that, and just focus on the gameplay, it is really addictive. And you're always like, I can get a bit more. Can I get a bit more without dying? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I get a bigger chunk? And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Some enemies do more damage. Some, like the spider on the screen, they leave their webs and stuff like that. Some shoot weapons at you. There's all sorts. So it's all about just sort of trying to grab as much space as possible without being caught. And if they catch you while you're still, before you get to the an edge, it sort of like sends a pulse towards you, and you've got like a very limited amount of time to get to the edge before taking damage, basically, as well. So the gameplay itself, the core gameplay, is really fun. Like I say, there's 32 different levels with increasing difficulty. The graphics and everything are all right. The voiceovers and the music is weird and crazy and just very arcadey. But the core gameplay of like conquering the screen is really fun. There are also 3 different difficulty types, so they go from easy to harder to like crazy levels. So there's something there for everyone depending on your skill level. But like I say, if you don't like the sort of Japanesey, manga, anime style girls, etc., this probably isn't a game for you. But it is available, like I say, right now. It's available on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, like Play Anywhere. Priced at £9.59, and it also has pretty decent achievements. Basically, just playing your way through the game, doing like certain things, beating certain bosses. So you will easily progress with the achievements as well. But it's a weird one. It's a hard one to explain, but the core mechanics are really enjoyable and fun. But obviously, if it's just the theme, obviously it may put some people off. That's it for this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content. Bye for now.